everyone, I hope you're doing well and I hope that you have a fabulous day. I am here to do a monthly forecast video to see what energies this new month will bring us. So, see which pile, which card, which crystal you feel drawn to, whether it be group 1 with rose quartz, group 2 with amethyst, or group 3 with lapis lazuli. And we will see what the cards in the universe has to offer us in terms of guidance, messages, and insights. So see you soon. Hello, Group 1, and welcome. Let's see what this new month has to offer you. So we have Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So it really feels like this month is a month where you're getting a lot of clarity, you're taking past experiences and things that you've learned and turning it into wisdom to guide you through the upcoming days, through the new chapter. And you are, feeding what empowers you. With the whole story of the two wolves, it's a Native American parable where this grandfather tells his grandson, that there are two wolves battling inside each of us. One is, of love, peace, happiness, joy, laughter, fun, peace, all of that. And then the other one is despair, anger, frustration, grief, sadness, all of these negative emotions. And the grandson asks him which one wins, and the grandfather tells him the one you feed. So it really feels like you are being mindful of what you are feeding, and you are empowering yourself through that. You are turning all of these things that you've gathered, whether that be, things that you learned in classes, things that you've learned in your relationships, things that you've learned in your job or just out in the world, and you are turning it all into wisdom for you to navigate the world powerfully. We also have Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Yeah, it really does feel like you are letting go of what no longer serves. You are prioritizing what's most important to you, what you value most, and you are letting go of what no longer serves. You are, just making space for what truly matters to you. And you are letting go of the rest. If something is not serving you, if something is, not benefiting you, you're like, okay, this doesn't need to be in my life anymore. You're being very mindful of what you are feeding. We also have Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, this really feels like a beautiful transformation period for you. Like you have been doing a lot of internal work. You have been, guiding yourself, nurturing yourself, seeing what you can take from life, all of your experiences, and make it so you have this metamorphosis that you are like transforming into your best self, and just getting so empowered and knowing your self-worth and knowing that you have beautiful things to offer the world, that you can shine bright, that you don't have to hold yourself back anymore. You don't have to play it small. You don't have to settle for less. You can truly soar and fly and show off all of your beautiful colors. So we also have for you the King of Acorns, optimism and innovation. Yeah, this really does feel like you are very optimistic, that you are eager to see how you can take what you have and have it serve you, to work for your benefit, to get innovative, to get creative, to have all of these pieces and resources that life has given you and have it work in your favor, to work out beautifully, to make this metamorphosis work and just serve your favor and help you along on your path and write this beautiful new chapter. We also have the Ten of Feathers, recovery and transformation. Yeah, this really does feel like any past hurts, any past hurdles, any past setbacks, anything like that. You're recovering from it. You're rejuvenating yourself. You are seeing what you can gain from it and using it to transform into the best possible version of yourself, to create your dream life, to see how all of your experience culminate into this beautiful new chapter, this beautiful new transformation, because you are seeing how life is a master weaver, a master storyteller that is having like everything all come together naturally and beautifully. Everything is lining up, and it is here to guide you, to empower you, and just to create this beautiful tale that, any setbacks, any heartaches, any disappointments, like, it was all for your benefit. Even if you couldn't see it back then, it was all working to this beautiful culmination, this beautiful transformation, to strengthen you, to empower you, to give you the insight and wisdom that you need for this next chapter. We also have the Ten of Shells, blessings and well-being. And it really does feel like this is this turning point for you, where you just are at peace with yourself, where you are seeing the bigger picture, you are recognizing all the blessings that you've been given, even if you didn't notice them or view them as such originally, and that you are just prioritizing your well-being, and that you are just taking care of yourself and looking for the good in life, looking to see all the blessings and the lessons and how it can strengthen and empower you to do even better, to become an even greater version of yourself. We also have Pig, luck. Yeah, this feels like a very fortunate time for you, not just in, receiving blessings from the universe, but it also feels like you are creating your own luck, because you are looking for the good, you are looking for opportunities, you are looking to be, innovative, and your optimism and your positive outlook and the fact that you have been, working on yourself to, clear out the clutter, to turn past experiences and knowledge into wisdom, to, have this beautiful recovery and transformation. You are just like making yourself have the best possible new chapter that you can, and you are trying to remember as you navigate life that the universe is using everything for your benefit. Even if it, it could be hurtful, even if, it doesn't seem good on the outset, you are recognizing that you are very lucky, you are very fortunate, you are very blessed, you have all this well-being, you have all these reasons to be gratitude, and you're just using it all to transform into this beautiful new version of yourself, where you're just embracing luck, you're claiming it, you're owning it, you're embracing well-being, you're owning it, you're just taking all of it and you're just making it your own. We also have, oh look, frog came up again, purging. Yeah, interesting how the frog comes up with like purging and clearing out clutter. Like, you are very much letting go what no longer serves you anymore. You are being mindful, you're taking a look around, you're like, okay, do I still need this in my life? Does it still make me happy? Does it still benefit me? Does it, help my well-being? Or is it holding me back? Or is it taking up space for more important things? Or, is it harming me? And you are just really at this point where you're letting go. And, with the whole spirit of transformation, the butterfly cannot become the butterfly if it still is clinging on to being a caterpillar. It can't be a butterfly and a caterpillar at the same time. It needs to let go of the old. It needs to let go of everything that it used to know about being a caterpillar in order to become this beautiful butterfly. And, if it's fighting becoming the butterfly, it's going to be a lot more tricky. But it purges the old, it releases what no longer serves, so it can become this beautiful butterfly. So that's very much in line with your chapter this upcoming month. You are letting go so you can become the new, so you can thrive, so you can be successful, so you can have this well-being. We also have Penguin adapting. Yeah, this really is feeling like you are adapting so you can take ownership and write your next chapter the way you want it to be. You are, coming from your heart space. You're having an open mind, an open heart, so you can truly be the author of your story, to be, the ruler of your life, the ruler of your world. And I feel like this ties into the King of Acorns and with the whole optimism and innovation, because you are taking new ways that you may not have considered in the past, and you are using it for your benefit. You are ready to thrive. You are ready to be successful. And you know that you cannot, cling to the old ways of a caterpillar and to be the beautiful butterfly at the same time. We have Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Yeah. And it feels like you are tuning into yourself more. You are tuning into what you want. You are tuning in to what feels right to you. You are tuning in to what you need. You are tuning in to your authentic self and your intuition to see what the universe has to offer you and how it's trying to guide you. And you are, turning knowledge into wisdom. You are taking all the different things that are coming in your life and seeing what messages might be there, what lessons might be there, what blessings might be there. You're being very open and receptive and taking it all for your benefit in this period of transformation. We also have White Owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Yeah, you are recognizing that you are very much a divine being. You do not need to look outward to get the insight, wisdom, and guidance that you need. You are tuning in very much to yourself and your internal wisdom. And Suki says hello. Hold on. Okay, so as I was saying, you have the wisdom inside you. You don't need to look outward. You are very much tuning in, tapping in to what you already have, and recognizing that you are connected to the divine. You are connected to the universe. You are a part of the universe, and you can find all that you need by quieting your mind, by breathing, by meditating, by journaling, to see what you already intuitively know. The universe speaks, and you are willing to listen. We also have Hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Yeah, this very much does feel like this period of letting go and lightening up, and tapping into your optimism, tapping into your eagerness, tapping into your enthusiasm, tapping into fun and joy and laughter, and just recognizing that you don't have to be the old anymore. You don't have to be weighed down by the past. You don't have to be weighed down by these old ways of how maybe you had been convinced for the longest time, this is how life is, this is how it needs to be, this is how you need to show up in the world. You are recognizing that you can show up however you want. You can show up as this beautiful new butterfly. You don't need to be the caterpillar anymore. And it's very beautiful. Like, this is a great month turning out for you. We also have, as I was saying, receptivity. Like, you are very much open to listen to the world around you, to see what insights there are, and to tune in with the universe and just receive blessings, receive a positive outlook, receive well-being, receive transformation, receive inner wisdom, receive luck, receive, all that life has to offer. You don't need to play it small. You don't need to hold yourself back. You don't need to dim your light. You can receive all that you want and need from the universe and more. You can receive all these blessings. And we also have, healing. It does feel like a very powerful healing time for you, where you are just letting go of the old past hurts, hardships, like the negative mindsets. You're realizing that you don't have to be that way anymore. You can, have a fresh start whenever you want. You can look forward to life. You can create your new chapter. And it's going to be really beautiful, full of blessings and well-being for you, because you are adapting, because you are, taking all this time to be you and shine bright. And our final card for you is sharing. And I feel like this is you sharing all that you've learned, all that you've grown, all that you've gained, and just sharing your story, but also because you're having all this blessings and well-being and luck and, transformation and innovation, and like you have truly come into yourself. You are sharing also all of your blessings, all of that you've gained, and just not holding back anymore. You are sharing your true colors. You are sharing your brilliant light. You are shining. You are just full of this life and love and eagerness and fun and lightheartedness. And you are sharing that with the world, acting as a role model, as an inspiration of showing people how they can show up too. That they don't have to cling to the old ways of the caterpillar, that they too can become the butterfly, that they don't have to, be like everybody else. They don't have to, be a copy. They can be a beautiful individual. They can soar high. They don't have to, settle for less and live a mediocre life where they're not truly happy. They can create a life that they love. They can create this dream life for themselves where they can truly soar, to thrive, to be successful, to be happy, to be, eager and in love with life and just full of blessings and well-being. And you're sharing that with the world, and you aren't doing it, to, talk down to people and be like, look, my way is the right way. You're just like, no, look what's possible. Look what positivity and love and eagerness and, this open heart and open mind can do when we let go of the old, when we purge what no longer serves us. Look at all that life can be. And you are just shining brilliantly and sharing it with the world. So I am very excited for you. This is a beautiful month of transformation and growth and healing, and I hope that you find everything that you need and want in this month, because it is opening up to be this beautiful chapter of transformation. You are going to soar high as a butterfly. So wishing you the best of luck, Group 1. Enjoy this month. Hello, Group 2, and welcome. I am eager to see what this month has to share for you, what it's bringing to you, what this new chapter holds. So let's take a look at your monthly forecast and see what the cards have to share. Okay. So we have Full Moon in Pisces, forgive. Yeah, this feels very much not necessarily a forgive and forget, so to speak, but it could be it's like a forgiveness in the sense of you are letting go past burdens, past heaviness that's weighing you down. You are freeing up your heart so it's not being, weighed down by all these heavy negative emotions like hatred, bitterness, resentment. And it could also be forgiving yourself, not just other people or past experiences or life or society, like in general. It could be very much yourself, because you didn't know then what you know now. And you're just being more gentler with yourself and the world at large. You know, you're not getting caught up in all these narratives. You are being more loving and compassionate. And that's not to say that you are letting people walk all over you, or that, you know, it's okay to be treated horribly and like to receive disrespect and cruelty and all that. That's not what this is. It is a forgiveness for your own well-being, your own peace of mind, because when you're carrying around the bitterness and the hatred and the resentment and anger and frustration and all of that, if you are carrying that around, that is harming you, that is impacting you, that is weighing you down. And when you know, are having the hatred and all that in your heart, and you're like directing it towards other people, and you're thinking that's, you know, harming them, well, at the end of the day, that's like you drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick and then to potentially die. It's not going to work that way. You are doing it to yourself. So this forgiveness, it doesn't mean, you know, you forget what people have done to you and all of that, but you are letting it go for your own sake. You are prioritizing your well-being. You don't want to be weighed down by the heaviness anymore. We also have New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Yeah, I feel like this change is coming about because of your mindset shift, because and your willingness to forgive for your own sake, if nothing else. And this change is because you are prioritizing your well-being, because you are opening up your heart and your mind to other possibilities, because you are not weighing yourself down anymore. You can, start soaring to new heights because you are lighter. You are aligning more and getting in tune more with love, with fun, with lightness, with positivity, with joy, because you are freeing yourself up from all these past negative emotions and past hurts. You are not letting, old stories dictate your life anymore. And while you recognize that they may have happened, you are not letting them define you. People may have mistreated you and whatnot, but you are not letting these narratives make you a victim anymore. You're not letting it take away your power. It's not letting, be small and, unable to do anything. You're just like, no, I am the author of my own story. I am the captain of my ship. That may have happened to me, but I am not letting it define me any longer. I am stepping into my power. I'm reclaiming my power, and I am going to do what's best for me. I'm going to, prioritize my well-being, and I am going to change for the better. I forgive the past. I'm no longer letting it define me. We also have New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. Yeah, this really does feel like you are thinking through not just your actions, but also the stories you are associating with your life, the narratives that are playing in your mind, and like the feelings that you're holding in your heart, because you are realizing that your peace of mind is priceless. And so you are making choices, you are thinking thoughts, you are holding on to beliefs that are going to benefit you, that aren't going to hold you back, that aren't going to weigh you down. And you're just being really mindful and aware of how you're showing up in the world, and how your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions are influencing your life and directing the way you're going in life, and putting you on a path. And you're recognizing, do I want to go down this path? I can go down whatever path I choose as the author of my story, as the captain of my ship, But is this a path I actually want to go down? Is it going to benefit me? Is it going to bring me joy? Is it going to light me up inside? Or is it a path that I don't really want to go down and it won't really serve me? So you're thinking it through, you're getting very mindful and aware, and having these reflections to see how you want your life to be. So we have Mercury retrograde, reinvention. Yeah, it really does feel like you are reinventing yourself. You are reinventing your life story. You are not letting the past define you anymore. You are stepping up and reclaiming your power and deciding how you want your story to be from now on, how you want to show up in the world. You realize that you don't have to be the same old, same old. You can transform into whoever you want to be. You can live your best life, and you can make those steps and changes now. And it's going to be a process, but you're committed to it because you don't want to be weighed down anymore. You are tired of the old. You are ready to see new. You are ready for a fresh start. You are ready for a new chapter. You are ready to be the best version of yourself, to have this beautiful life that you've always envisioned, and you are realizing how much you have say over that based on your choices, your words, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs. We also have North Node, life's purpose. Yeah, it feels like you were tapping into your version of meaning for life, your purpose, your dreams and goals and aspirations. You are considering how you envision your life and how your thoughts will direct your path and push you along and guide you. And you are, letting go of the old, and how all these past hurts and all these narratives, they may not have been serving you. So you are letting go what does not align with what you truly want, your true authentic self. We also have air element, communicating. Yeah, so this feels like not just communicating with other people, but communicating with yourself, communicating with the universe. You are realizing how your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions are all communicating with the universe, and how it is picking up on your frequency, your energy, and how it really matters, because how you're showing up in the world is going to communicate with the universe what you're looking for, what it will bring to you. If you are having all these negative thoughts, all these negative narratives, all these negative expectations, the universe is going to serve that up to you even more on a silver platter, because where you spend your time, energy, and attention will grow. So even if, you are wanting well-being, success, love, happiness, joy, peace, if you are in these negative narratives about how, all these people hurt you and, life is hard, nothing goes your way, that's what the universe hears, and it's like, okay, if that's what you, think, if that's what you want, here you go, here's more of that. So you're getting very much aware of how you're communicating with others, with yourself, and with the universe, so you can, make that change into your best life and have that reinvention. Because you're tired of living the old ways. You're ready for the new. We also have a win-win outcome is in the forecast. Yeah, this win-win is because of the changes you've been making, because you are getting aware of how you're showing up in the world, because you're learning to forgive, because you're opening up to change, because you're thinking it through, because you're reinventing yourself and getting in line with your life purpose. You're having all this fortune, all this luck, all this success, all this well-being, all these blessings come to you because you are getting in alignment. You are caring about your energy, about your frequency, about how you feel, and because you are shifting to more positive outlooks, to love, to forgiveness, to healing, to laughter, to fun, to joy, to enthusiasm, because you're making this shift, all this good is coming your way. And it's going to be really, really powerful. We also have a new start is coming. New moon. Yeah, this really does feel like this new, powerful, fresh start for you. This new chapter is opening up. And it really does feel like the world is your oyster. You can create anything. You can manifest anything. All this good is coming your way because you are shifting your mindset, because you are open to the new, because you're open to change, because you are open to love and light and forgiveness and fun and eagerness and all this higher frequency energies that you may have been blinded to before because you were caught up in the old narratives. You're being very mindful of your narratives now. We also have, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. It's because you're being so mindful, because you are willing to do the work and reinvent yourself and focusing on how you're communicating, how you're showing up in the world, learning to forgive, learning to let go, learning to focus on what truly serves you. And it's going to bring this fresh start of all this winning, all this success, all of your hard work is really culminating into this beautiful new chapter and all of these blessings. So don't get discouraged. Keep pursuing your path because it's all going to work out for you. It's all getting in alignment for you. Yeah, let love be your guide. Live a life of love guided by love. That's the thing, because you're forgiving, because you're opening up to change, because you're thinking it through, because you are reinventing yourself to get in alignment more with love and freedom and happiness and joy and just all these higher energies. Is going to guide you through this fresh start and have all this winning and success come your way because you are caring about how you feel, because you are caring about the narratives you tell yourself, because you're being mindful of them. It's all working out in your favor and it's working out beautifully. We also have explore, love, create. The only thing that holds you back is you. Yeah. These old narratives, the things that you are telling yourself, the things that you're thinking and feeling and believing, that's what holds you back. The universe doesn't want to hold you back. The universe wants you to thrive. The universe wants you to be successful. The universe wants you to have all the love, well-being, and blessings that you could possibly ever want and more. And so you are letting go of the old so you can tap into that, so you can explore the world with wonder and eagerness, so that you can love and create the life that you truly want to have. It's going to be so beautiful. We also have let go of fixed plan, allow for spontaneity and growth. Yeah, let go of rigid mindsets, let go of needing to be controlling and in charge of everything, and like the fixed plan. Allow for flexibility, allow for spontaneity, allow for growth, allow for change, allow for forgiveness. Don't, stay stuck to these old narratives. Because when you have that rigid mindset of, oh, this is how it is, oh, this is how it is always going to be, this person will never change, this person will always treat me bad. They may or may not. But when you get fixated and stuck on those old narratives, those old mindsets, you are holding yourself back. You are holding yourself back from all that you want. And you can allow for growth and spontaneity. You can allow for all of this love and fun and, success come your way when you're open up to change, when you allow for spontaneity, when you allow for growth, when you allow to see what the universe has in store for you, because the universe is always working in your favor. It will use anything and everything for your benefit, but our narratives can trip us up and block us from things. It can blind us to all these opportunities, blessings, and lessons the universe is giving us. So just have an open mind. Don't be so rigid and controlling. So we have establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Yeah, it feels like you are having this foundation of love and forgiveness and an open mind, an open heart, and just getting your narratives to align with what you want in life, to have that exploration, that creativity, that lightheartedness, that fun, that enthusiasm, that eagerness, that love, so you can have all of this success come in this new fresh start. It's a really beautiful new month you're having. Yeah, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. It's because you are opening up. It's because you are changing your mindset. It's because you are allowing in these higher frequencies and energies of love and forgiveness and eagerness and enthusiasm and fun and joy. Because you're not getting tripped up by all these old narratives, you can have this new fresh start where there's all this winning and success and your hard work is paying off, and that you're having these deeper, more meaningful relationships. And that's not to say that it's all new ones coming. It is also, reinventing and revitalizing your older relationships, and you can have this deeper intimacy and connection with them, and you can maybe find an ideal partnership, whether that be in terms of friendship, in terms of family, in terms of business, or in terms of romance. Everything will line up perfectly for you. It will all be working out in your favor because you were doing the work, because you were being mindful of your narratives and how you're showing up in the world and the energy that you're bringing. It's going to be a really beautiful new chapter for you. Yeah, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. You are very much getting at home with yourself. You are getting it at home with life. You are creating this beautiful home and stability and peace and comfort and love for your life, so that you and all of your loved ones can thrive, so you can just go through life so much lighter and not weighed down by the past, not weighed down by hurt, not weighed down by these negative narratives. You are freeing yourself. You are transforming so that you can have this beautiful life with this fresh start, with all this success, with all of this love, with all of this blessing, with all of this fun, with all of this eagerness and creativeness, and just exploring all that the life has to offer you. You don't need to keep living the old ways. You don't have to keep living the past. You can have this beautiful new transformation. So I hope that you all have a wonderful month. This is going to be beautiful for all of you. And just remember, let love guide you. Don't be tripped up by the past, by these negative narratives, because all this beautiful transformation, all of this fresh starts and exploration and winning and success is coming your way. Be open to the change. Let love guide you. Let the universe guide you. Get in tune with your true self, because your true self is a being of love that sees, the bright side, that looks for the best in other people and the best for yourself. So please take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you later, Group 2. Hello, Group 3, and welcome. I'm eager to see what this month has in store for you. So let's take a look at the cards and see your monthly forecast for this upcoming new chapter. I'm sure it'll be a bunch of good things. So we have Silver, be persistent. Yeah, life is full of ups and downs. It can, have its good times and its bad times, its hardships and its blessings. So don't let go or lose focus of what you truly want in life. Be persistent, have the drive, stay focused and dedicated, because if you give up, what you want in life will never come to be. Because if you throw in the towel, you will not be taking action or even trying to have what you want in life come to fruition. If you decide it's impossible, it becomes impossible. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So be persistent. Don't give up. See what life has to offer for you, because you have so much good coming your way. And if you give up, in the early stages when it's more challenging and you don't see the results, you don't see the proof of all that you want, and it seems, like it's not working out, well, you'll never have it come to be, because it's sort of like if you give up on being a butterfly when you're a caterpillar. You're like, I'll never be a butterfly. I'll just always be a caterpillar. It's like, well, if you give yourself time, if you stay persistent, you will become the butterfly. You will be able to undergo that transformation, that metamorphosis into your beautiful next chapter. But if you're not persistent, if you just throw in the towel and give up, you'll never see it. So don't give up. Good things will come to you. We also have allow yourself to receive. Christ will praise. So, yeah, you need to be open up to the world, to opportunities, to blessings, to lessons, because if you close off your mind and close off your heart, you are blocking and denying yourself from all this good that the universe wants to give you. You need to be open to receiving. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you lesser to receive, because life is all about ebb and flow, giving and receiving. So be open up to receiving, because these blessings are all around you and they can come from the most unexpected places. Because you might think, oh, this person hates me, this, that, and the other. It's like, but they might have, this perfect opportunity for you, and they might think of you because they recognize your skills and your strength and your dedication. And so they might be like, oh, by the way, I have this great opportunity. Do you want it? But if you close your mind off to that, if you close your heart off to that, you could be denying yourself all these beautiful opportunities, all these beautiful blessings. So allow yourself to receive. The universe wants to work with you. It wants to bless you. It wants to support you. It wants to guide you and nurture you. So let it. Let all the good come in. We also have Angel Aura Quartz. Lighten up. Yeah, it feels like you might be being too rigid, too controlling, too serious, too potentially negative with your narratives. Like you're focusing on the bad, like you're expecting the worst, like you're not letting lightness and fun and joy and love into your life as much as you could. And your mindset, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your narratives have such a crucial part to play in your life. If you're telling yourself that good things will never happen, if you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, if you're telling yourself that you'll just have to settle for less because that's your lot in life, like those are self-fulfilling prophecies, and you need to lighten up. You don't need to carry around all these heavy burdens and all these heavy negative feelings and thoughts and beliefs. You can let them go. You don't need all this baggage. You can lighten up. And you can allow yourself to receive, because the universe wants to help you. It wants to help lighten your load. It wants to give you all these good things, all these blessings, all this well-being, all this success, all this happiness. But you got to work with the universe. You got to lighten up and see the possibilities, see the potential good, see all the love and fun and joy and light around you. Because it's like the quote from Uncle Iroh. I might be paraphrasing it a little bit, but when you look for the light, you can often find it, but when you look for the dark, it is all you will ever see. So if you are fixating on all these negative things, that's all you're going to be able to find, because our energy, what we're putting our time and attention into, will grow. So if we're putting all of this time, energy, and attention into looking for the negative, looking for all this bad, expecting the worst, that's what's going to show up in our lives. And contrastingly, if we lighten up, if we look for the bright side, if we look for blessings, if we look for things to be grateful for, if we look for joy, if we look for fun, if we can savor these little moments and just consider the narratives that we're telling ourselves, more of that will show up in our lives. So really learn to let go, learn to lighten up. You don't need to be carrying around all this heavy baggage anymore. You can allow yourself to receive all the blessings and goodness that life wants to share with you. Yeah, as I was saying, the otter playfulness. You don't have to be so serious. You don't have to be doom and gloom. You don't have to be, all this negativeness. Like, you can get in tune with your playfulness, your inner child, your lightheartedness, your love, your light, your laughter, the fun. Life is meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be this, doom and gloom scenario, just trudging through the trenches, doing what you need to survive. Like, at times, maybe that's necessary, but overall, you can look for the lightheartedness, you can look for the fun, you can look for the joy, you can look for the playfulness. You are the author of your story. You are the captain of your ship. You get to decide where you're going. You get to decide how you show up in the world. That's your choice. And you can allow yourself to receive it. You can lighten up. You can be persistent with it. You don't have to stay in the old ways. You can let that go. You can transform. You can see all the great blessings life has in store for you. You can turn the page and start a new chapter. It's up to you. So get in tune with your playfulness. Lighten up. You don't have to be so serious. You don't have to be weighed down anymore. We also have, it's the snake transformation. This really does feel like this transformative period for you, where you are realizing you don't have to stay the caterpillar anymore. You don't have to be weighed down by the past anymore. You can metamorphosize into this beautiful new version of yourself that is a better version of yourself, that is more in tune with yourself, more in tune with the universe, more in tune with love and light and laughter and fun and playfulness and eagerness and enthusiasm and just positivity and just like the zest of life and just going after it and waking up excited to see what the day has in store for you, grateful for all the blessings that you have. You are lightening up, you are turning the page, you are writing this new chapter, and you are here for it. You are ready to say goodbye to the old. So you're not caught up in the past. You're not, cutting yourself off from the universe and all it has to share with you, all the blessings, all the possibilities, all the opportunities. You are taking it and owning it for yourself. You're reclaiming your power. You don't want to keep writing the same old story for yourself. Yeah, the seal intuition. You are getting in tune with your intuition. You are getting in tune with the universe. You are seeing what guidance that you have, that if you quiet your mind, if you give yourself the possibilities to just reflect, to meditate, to journal, to open your heart and mind, what intuitive guidance will come to you. You're allowing yourself to receive it. You're lightening up to get in resonance with the universe, to the higher frequencies, to the higher energies, so you can transform and bring it into your life. You're being persistent with it. You're not, letting the past dictate it anymore. We also have the worm renewal. This really does feel like this renewal, refreshing, rejuvenating period of your life, because you're getting in tune with your playfulness, your lightheartedness, love, light, laughter. You're transforming, you're trusting your intuition, you are being persistent, you are allowing yourself to receive, you're lightening up. And it's just this like springtime in your life where you are letting go of the old, you are letting yourself transform and metamorphosize into this beautiful butterfly, and you are letting yourself be freed and renewed and turn into a new version of yourself that maybe you never thought was possible. Maybe you thought you would always be this caterpillar tied to the ground, but you're realizing, oh, I can let go. I can allow myself to transform. I can free myself from past burdens and all these things weighing me down, and I can soar free and high in the sky like a butterfly. You're letting it go, and you're letting all this new fresh start come in. Yeah, llama endurance, like you are realizing you have an inner fortitude, an inner strength, an inner persistence, an inner drive, an inner focus, an inner dedication to not settle for less, to not stay a caterpillar, to allow yourself to transform into a butterfly. You are willing to see it through. You're willing to stay the course because you care about how you feel. You want better for your life. You don't want to stay caught up in past narratives and negativity and hurts. You're ready for a new fresh start. You're ready to lighten up. You're ready to receive all these beautiful blessings the universe has for you. Yeah, well-being. You are committing to your well-being. You are committing to your peace of mind. You are committing to your happiness, to your joy, to your love of life, to your eagerness, to everything that you want, to your blessings. You are ready to be successful. You are ready to thrive. You don't want to get caught up in the old anymore. You're ready to lighten up and to receive, to transform, to get renewed. Yeah, you are showing yourself and others compassion. You realize that, you did the best you could before, and so you're not beating yourself up about it, but you're realizing you are ready to transform. You are ready for the new. You are ready to be refreshed and to lighten up and to receive. So you're showing yourself compassion, and you are using that compassion to help with your well-being, to help with your transformation, to help with your lightening up, for your renewal to receive. Yes. Alternative. You are looking at the alternatives. You are not, letting the past define you anymore. You are looking at alternative narratives you can tell yourself, so you're not caught up in all the negativity, so you can have a fresh new spin on it to empower yourself rather than giving your power away. Like, for instance, if people mistreated you in the past, you're not denying that it happened, but instead of being like, oh, they made me feel horrible, they, devalued me as a person, I'm not worth anything, you're like, okay, they mistreated me, but I'm not going to let that define me anymore. I know my worth. I know that I deserve kindness and love and respect. And so I am using that experience to learn, to grow, and to guide me on the kinds of people I want in my life. I will not associate with such people anymore. If I start seeing, the warning signs, I will have open dialogue with them to see if, they're willing to make this relationship work. And if they're not willing to put in the work, I can let them go. I don't need to keep them in my life. So you're looking at the alternatives. You are having compassion for yourself. You are focusing on your well-being because you're ready to transform. You don't want to stay stuck in the past anymore. We also have give back. Yeah, you are giving back to life in general, but also yourself, because you realize maybe you've had a tough time, but you don't need to stay in that anymore. You can give back to yourself. You can fill your cup up, so then you can focus on your well-being, and then you can show up better for everyone in your life, for everyone that you encounter in the world, because you are focusing on your well-being, you are focusing on your peace of mind, you are focusing on your energy, so that you can show up as your best self and put your best foot forward, and then you can give more to other people. And we also have the moon illusion. So this feels like you are seeing through the illusions of these old narratives. You are seeing through the illusions of how society and other people in your mind may be telling you, like, oh, this is the way life is. It has to be, hard. You have to settle for less. You have to put up with this. That's just the way life is. You're realizing that there are alternatives, that you can transform, that you can have playfulness, you can have lightheartedness, you can have love and forgiveness and receive all these beautiful things, so you don't have to play it small, settle for less. Like, you know that you deserve good things in life, that you deserve kindness and respect and honesty and love and fun and blessings and success, so you're not going to settle for less. You're letting go of the illusions. You're like, no more of that. I am the new me. Okay, so the next two, it feels like it's like a partnership for you, and we have partnerships and proposals. So it feels like because you are focusing on your well-being, because you are considered alternative narratives, because you're showing yourself compassion, because you're having more playful viewpoint on life, you're lightening up, you're transforming, you're renewing yourself, you're trusting your intuition, you're being persistent and showing the endurance, you're allowing all this good to come into your life from the universe, you're allowing yourself to receive. You are having stronger relationships in your life. You are having ones that actually resonate with what you want in life. You are getting proposals, whether that be, proposals in the sense of business proposals, proposals in the sense of friendships, or, proposals in the sense of maybe opportunities, maybe getting a new home, or a proposal in the sense of like romance. All of this is coming together because you are focusing on your energy, focusing on how you're feeling, focusing on your peace of mind, focusing on your well-being, and you are choosing to show up as a newer, stronger, healthier you. One that's compassionate, one that's focused on your well-being, one that's giving back, one that is playful and not getting weighed down by negative narratives. You are focusing on your well-being, and it is all working out beautifully for you. You are allowing yourself to receive it. You're not, holding yourself back and playing small and dimming your light. You are showing up, and the universe is acting accordingly. And it's such a beautiful new chapter for you. And there could be bumps in the road, there could be hiccups. It may not always work out perfectly, but it's going to work beautifully for you in the end, because of how you are shifting your mindset, because of how you are choosing to now show up in the world. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day. I'm excited for you, Group 3. Please take care, and I'll see you next time, okay? Have a wonderful month. I hope that everyone has a wonderful next month. These sound like such beautiful new chapters that are opening up for you. I'm excited. I hope that you all have such a blessed rest of your day. Please take care, and feel free to come back and tell me how your month has transpired and all the beautiful blessings that have happened for you. I can't wait to hear from you. Please take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!